Hey guys, welcome back. Fry here. In this video, I'm just gonna show you all 18, actually 19, including a broken one, of my cube collection. So let's get started. Starting off with my 6 3x3s. So from the left, I have my Gun 11 M Pro. This one is my one-handed and two-handed main, and the setting is on the tightest setting. Both spring compression and whatever the other one is called, and the magnet is also on the strongest setting. So I don't know if you can hear this, but you can kind of hear the magnet. And this cube overall is really smooth, and its corner cutting is nearly perfect. Look at this. It's a bit over 45, like over 45. And reverse corner cutting. For reverse corner cutting, it kind of sucks, but yeah, this is like the place where it stops turning, like around here. And this cube is super good. I really recommend you getting this. And the price for it, I'm pretty sure, is around $60 and around 70 New Zealand dollars. So let's quickly do some algorithms on it. Yep, it's really smooth. And next up, I have my Gon 356X. This one is my blindfolded main. So if you don't know how blindfolded works, it's like for beginners method and for some other methods, use of one piece at a time, using a sequence of moves, and you ending up gradually solving the whole cube instead of solving like a layer at once. So basically, for blindfolded, if you mess up one move, you basically screwed up your whole solve. So I just chose a slow cube to prevent me from mistakenly turning a layer without noticing. Like if I use a fast cube like this, I could be doing an algorithm and then mistakenly turning like a face without noticing. And that is really frustrating. So this cube really prevents that from happening. And let's do some algorithms. Yep, it's not a fast cube. Yep. Okay, I just forgot my U perm for a second. I mean V perm. Okay, next cube. I've no idea what brand it is, but this cube is really smooth for budget cube. And if you can find it on the internet, which I don't know if you can because I don't even know what it is. So this cube was my main for a long time, and I learned 3x3 on this one. So this is actually non-magnetized, so it can yeah, you get what I mean. And so this cube is actually quite smooth for budget cube. Yep, it's a really good cube overall. And this one, it used to be my backup main when I was still maining this cube. So this cube, it's not great, but it's not the worst. So it's got really horrible corner cutting. Like this is kind of the place where it stops, while this cube stops over here. Like it's got fantastic corner cuttings for a budget cube. And this cube I did not really use much, except for when I was flexing in front of my mates for solving one cube for each hand, like 2 cubes at a time. And yeah, that's about this cube. So let's move on to the next cube. This is not really a 3x3, but it's a mirror block. And actually, a friend of mine gave it to me when he came to New Zealand. And this cube, I can't say that it's fantastic, but it's not like really good. It's not really good. It's like got, yeah, it can corner cut, but around 30 degrees, 25 degrees. Yep. So I don't know about like other mirror blocks, but this mirror block is definitely like quite lucky. I mean lucky, not lucky. Like, it could be really lucky when you do algorithms. It could be just like how mirror blocks work, but I don't know. And moving on to the next cube. So, yeah, actually there's a story for this cube. So, when I was like year 7, like when I was 12 or 13, and my parents were buying me cubes, and they said I can buy one more cube, and I didn't know what to choose. And then I thought, how about I just get a meme cube, a picture cube that has some random pictures, that has like random memes on it. And then I searched on the internet and found this cube, and I bought it. Actually, this cube is really good. This could definitely be my main if it is like a normal cube back in 2018, if I was still using this cube. Well, this cube is actually really smooth. Listen to this. Yes. Yep. And that's about it for the 3x3 section. And let's move on to the 2x2s. Wait, actually, I'm not done with 3x3s. So this one is a red version of the GON 330. I believe that's the name. And it actually came with all the GON cubes I bought. Because I paid a large amount of money on a cube at a time. I mean, in the shop. So they just gave me this, basically. And then I also have this one that I showed earlier. Well, this one I basically lost it because I was running around in my school, and basically I just ran too fast and the cube itself just came out and it popped, and I never found it again. So yeah, that's quite unlucky. So this cube, my friend said that this could be his main, because literally, look at this. It can corner cut over 45. What is this? And this is literally insane. In reverse. Look how good the corner cutting is. It's like, it's got perfect corner cuttings. Well, that starts a regular corner cut, but this cube is actually really good for a keychain. Moving on to the 2x2s. Well, this is my main for basically 2x2, and it's the GON 256M. It's quite expensive, And I've tried my friend's 2x2, which is not a gun cube, but is still fantastic. And this cube is, yeah, it's expensive. So let's just do some algorithms. Yep, really good cube. And this one, it used to be a main, and it is my backup main. So it doesn't have fantastic turnings, but it's still quite good for a cube that I bought in 2014-ish. And this is the first cube I've solved, so full of memory. Well, it's not that bad if you can turn accurately. By accurately, I mean super accurately. Like, you can't even misalign something. If you misalign something, the cube just stops turning, and you have to find what you misaligned and fix that problem. Yep, and let's move on to the 4x4s. This is my main, the Aosu WRM 2020. Oh, it doesn't have a 2020 on it. So it's the Aosu WRM. It basically, it's really smooth, like how other cubes are. And my setting is quite tight because I used to have a really loose 4x4, and it popped a lot, actually a lot. And so I tightened it, and it ended up like turning quite slowly, which made my average like 5 seconds slower. And I think I can get used to this. Well, yeah, this is a really good cube. Really recommend you getting this. Super smooth cube. And moving on to the next one. This one is the cube I learned 4x4 on. Well, I've no idea what brand it is. So it's a okay cube. Yeah, it's definitely okay for budget cube. And the turning is not great. The corner cutting is okay. Inner corner cutting, inner layer corner cutting. Well, it's actually okay. In reverse. Look, this is the problem. It doesn't reverse corner cut. It does not reverse corner cut. So that's basically why I struggle doing the T-perm. Look, this is literally caught on nothing. Oh my gosh. Yep, but if you're a beginner, you can basically choose any cube, except for the Rubik's 4x4. That's literally trash. And let's quickly do a parity alg. I think parity alg is okay. How about yeah, PLR parities. Okay, and wait. Yep, I missed a cube. This is the Gone 4x4, which was my main after this one and before this one. So this one, it looks great, and it is expensive. It has great outer layer turnings, and that's basically everything. I mean, that's basically all the pros about it. And for the cons, it has actually terrible inlay turnings. It's definitely better than this one, but look at this. Literally locks up like every single time you do a turn. And PLR parity. Oh no. Oh no. Yep. Overall it's an okay cube, and you can definitely get a good time on it. And but I just can't get used to like this in the low turnings. Look at this. Yeah, like, yeah, it gets caught on nothing. Yep, so let's move on to the 5x5. For the 5x5, I bought this with the 4x4. I believe it's the same company, but I just don't know what the company is. And I actually cannot solve a 4x4. I mean, I cannot solve a 5x5. So this 5x5, I wanted to learn it on this, but I didn't, because I was practicing 3x3s and 4x4s, and this cube, I really struggled turning on it. So let's taste the corner cuttings. Yep, it's awful. Reverse, look, this is when it stops reverse corner cutting. This is when it stops reverse corner cutting. It's like 2 degrees or 3 degrees. Literally, okay, so this one obviously is a budget cube, but if you want to get it, definitely get it, because this cube, it's not as bad as some brand. And well, let's move on to the other cubes. For the Pyraminxes, my main is the Pyraminx, and it has great turnings and great corner cuttings. Yep, it's just fantastic. So this one, it used to be my main, but this one, I have to say that it's really smart, because this is non-magnetic, but look at this. It snaps in places without a magnet. Well, how it works is that there's like spheres, like metal spheres, that bumps out of the plastic on the bottom, and it snaps into like the valleys on the top, and it kind of does what magnet does. So this is actually a great cube. Yeah. Next up we have MEGAMINX. So this one is just the MEGAMINX. This one is actually fantastic. But you know, I'm trash at MEGAMINX, so this doesn't really help me. And when I learned MEGAMINX, I seriously had some good time with it. And yeah, let's do some PLR algorithms. I probably should hold it. No, I shouldn't. MEGAMINX. This one is just so weird to hold. I mean MEGAMINX, not like this particular cube. Yep. And let's move on to the clocks and the Ivy cube. Well, I'll lie to you, it's one clock. So this clock is the Chi clock. It has some magnets in it, and it turns really well. It snaps into places, like snaps into place when I turn it. I've never tried other clocks, but this one is just really nice. And there's going to be a solve on this at the end of the video. So wait for it. And this Ivy cube, this one is really easy to solve. It's really intuitive. So basically, it's just a cube, but less. So a cube, you can turn it like this and like this, but on an Ivy cube, you can't turn it like this. So basically what you do is you first solve the white layer, the white face, and then you solve the yellow face. Actually, when you solve the faces, you solve the layers automatically because you cannot misalign the faces, the layers. And then you just solve the the middle slice or the equator slice by doing some random turns. That's what I did when I tried to solve it. Yep, that's basically it for my cube collection video. And like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. And I'm gonna do solve inspection.